Hi there! So, I am just going to be talking about some random things, but all having to do with the Kangen water Enagic business. And first off, let's start. Had to go to a dentist appointment today pertaining to a tooth that has had an infection inside, like the bone, nerve, in the tooth, that sort of thing. So apparently, according to the dentist, it's been there for a while. So I'm like, he's like, okay, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna like drill down into the tooth, fill it with some antibiotics, and then in 2 months' time, we'll take a look at the tooth again, and hopefully that the infection has cleared up. He said, I don't know, it's been there for quite some time. So I'm like, well, I am now taking Kangen water, so I'm believing that this infection is going to be cleared up. He's like, water's not going to fight any infection. And I'm like, oh yes. I said, there's a lot of dentists down in the States and up in Canada, and they are using the Kangen water. And I said, to fight infections in the teeth and in the gums. And he's like, that's a load of crock. Water can't do that. Water can maybe penetrate into the gums, but not cure an infection. And I'm like, well, this water can. I said, it penetrates into 98% of the body, the brain, the organs. He's like, that's a load of crock. Anyone telling you that, that's a load of hype. So anyway, I'm hoping that I planted enough of a seed, because I was there saying, well, there's a lot of dentists across the States and Canada, and they are using the Kangen water for such a thing. Now, mind you, my next visit, which will be in a month's time, I plan on having some material on hand in an envelope, just hand it off to him. Maybe have a few YouTube links as well. So anyway, by that time, I may be more rehearsed in terms of speaking to a dentist. I have listened to a few videos pertaining to dentists, and maybe I'll go over them a few more times. Okay, so it was a very hot day today. So hot, so hot. I live in Newfoundland, and our hot is probably your cool weather, nice breeze. Yeah, well, we were finding it hot here today. So I left out without my water. Not good. Anyway, so after the dentist appointment, I'm walking down through the streets and stuff like this, and I have some time to spare. I have to wait for something, and I decided to go to the dollar store to pick up some pens. And while I'm in there, I'm getting a bit parched. So I decide that I am going to be looking for something to drink. Of course, immediately I'm thinking the dollar store. What am I going to find in the dollar store that is truly alkaline? Right? So I go down the aisle and I see the aloe vera juice. Now, I've drank that in the past. I do drink the aloe vera gel by itself, pure form, about 4 to 7 ounces. I do that every few days. I used to be every day doing it. So they have those aloe vera juice. Now, just to let you know, it's 20% aloe vera gel in the juice, and the gel is sweetened, sugary, just like Jello. There's not much nutrition, if any, in those aloe vera juices. So you think you might be drinking something healthy. No, you're not drinking nothing. It's okay. So I get up closer and I see the cooler, and I'm like, oh, I see some orange juice there. The acidity in that is pretty high, close to a can of pop. Okay. Oranges be a lot healthier. Okay. So I reach for this here. Yeah, right here. Okay, see it good. Okay. A little closer. Okay. So I am thinking the same thing. I'm like, the acidity in this is probably crazy too. Maybe not as bad as a can of pop, maybe the same. I don't know. But if any of you out there in La La Land know the ORP of this, now I know it's going to be positive for sure. But if you know the ORP, let me know. So I'm going to drink half it because I know that to compensate for a can of pop, you have to drink 50 times the amount of the Kangen water. So if you drink 8 ounces of a can of pop, you have to drink 50 times 8 ounces of Kangen water to neutralize the effects of the pop that you just drank. Okay, enough of that. Let's get on to the last tidbit, which is, did you know that Google next year, 2019, is going to be coming out with a lot of scientific information pertaining to Kangen, pertaining to Enagic, pertaining to the effects and the benefits of Kangen water. So stay tuned. They're already in the work, in the research, as well as research being done in the States as we speak, pertaining to the reproductive systems and cycles of livestock animals in the United States, which is going to have a great effect and impact on farmers wanting to supply water to their animals to increase productivity, because there has been some damaging effects in terms of the water that they are giving the animals these days, but also healthier systems, healthier reproductive systems. And if we already know that it is increasing a healthy productive system with animals, we can, I would think the same would be true for us women as well. So anyway, also, did you know, and I didn't know this, that doctors, high-end nutritionist, anyone in that peer group, they don't really do their searches with just google.ca or google.com. They go to scholar.google.ca, and I'm sure there's a scholar.google.com, or you can do a Google search for Google, next word, scholar, and you will get a search engine for Google that has no ads, no paid ads, nobody paying someone off to get to the top of the page with false information. And this is so important because a lot of doctors don't want to be reading just on google.ca just to retrieve false information and then share that with their co-workers, peers, maybe even patients, and end up being the wrong information. So, why is this important? Because I was looking there today, there is so much amazing, interesting information there. It's definitely worth a look. If you go to search Okay, go to google.ca. Search Google and the next word scholar. Okay? Top site there will show the scholar.google.ca. Go there, then search ERW, which is our electrolyzed reduced water, and search diabetes. Search rheumatoid arthritis. Search ailments that are common, and you will see some interesting information show up immediately. So if it's showing up there as a credible source, we're getting known. It's only a matter of time. So I'm going to log out there now. We're into 10 minutes. This is, again, some just random thoughts. And this is also my first time without notes. I'm patting myself on the shoulder. Anyway, have a great day. And, ooh, yes, let's drink up our beautiful water. And my beautiful magic ice cubes have melted because it is hot here today. Anyway, enjoy your evening and God bless. Bye.